Hi all, it's Karen for Karen and Bluto's Not Another Review channel. Doing a little bit of an experiment here, depending on how this goes, is whether or not this is something I'm going to continue to do. As you can see, I got a couple other items around me tonight for this. I'm going to introduce the voice from behind the scenes. My husband Bob is going to join me on this.
When we talk? Hi.
So Bob helps me out.
What's
Bob helps me out behind the scenes on both my channels. So he's going to stay behind the scenes while we do this. So basically, what we're going to try to do with this, I'm not going to call it really like a podcast per se, but we're gonna just give this a go. We're just going to kind of go with it, see what happens. So for this, I don't even know what we're going to technically call this. Did we decide?
No, we'll figure it out, put it in the description, or call it what we decide to call it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we have been talking about this for a couple months now, doing stuff like this, kind of seeing what you guys thought and how it goes.
Yep.
So tonight we're going to talk about the Friday the 13th series.
Just the movies?
Well, we were debating because I did purchase the series.
Well, let's just get it out of the way first. We got it. I seen it a long time ago. Didn't watch it. Just show that there real quick, and then we'll get that out of the way. It's a cool show, but the name sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really have anything to do with...
Should be Friday's Curse.
Yeah, it's not what you said it was supposed to be called originally or something.
Like that, I think.
I even moved the computer back and I'm bumping the table still.
Don't do that.
Yeah, we were debating, but we figure we'll talk about it. I remember catching it a little bit, and I don't know if it was when it originally aired or in reruns on Sci-Fi. When did that air? Do you even...
87, I think it started.
Okay, because I think
87 to 90.
Yeah, because I think I remember watching
I watched it back then, but I was awesome. I always watched this stuff. You didn't.
Yeah. No, I remember watching it, but I think it was not later in the 90s, but I think it was past 1990.
I saw it when it was on. It was cool. Just could have had a better name.
Yeah. So I remember a few of them, but figure we'll get that one done and out of the way.
Get into the...
So we're going to talk about the movies, and if you guys have been watching the channel, you know Bluto and I have reviewed the first three.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for you to get that done.
What, the rest of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to do the rest of them yet, but no, I just haven't been watching. Well, didn't watch a few things and all that. So anyways.
And what version is it?
First one is the original Friday the 13th, the uncut. So this
one... The deluxe edition.
Is that what it's on there?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see it at the top.
Obviously.
With a nice little cover, which I think might actually be picking up on
camera. Yeah, I can see it from here, though.
Cool. So this one came out 1980?
Released, yeah.
Released. So, as you know, it starts out...
do? What do we know?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Come on.
So,
make this fun.
I'm trying. I guess I think we were going to talk about, too, when we actually first saw these. I mean, I
saw two first, then one, then the rest in order.
See, I actually watched them in order.
Yeah, 10 years ago?
It's been longer than that.
All right, 12.
I never really watched these, and I'm using this loosely because I saw part of 2 at one point because my brother...
You were scared.
Yeah, I was. And actually, the only reason why I knew it was part 2 after I saw it is because the part where the guy gets... I'll talk about that when we get to that part.
Okay.
All
right.
So this one, basically starts out, they're...
What do you review? We talking about the synopsis?
Yeah, but I mean, just kind of like the synopsis. So if you are aware of this, which...
Some people might think that one's boring, but I like it.
Which technically, because I'm going to reflect off when I watched the first Scream movie.
Yes.
And they're like, Jason's the killer.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, his mother. So you know that with all that. But
everybody knows that.
I didn't know that back then. And I remember my brother and I were watching Scream and we're like, what? Jason's the killer. So many years later, when I finally saw the first one, I was like, oh, now I know why that's wrong. But I can't remember. See, and I've mentioned this before. I was not a horror movie fan before I met Bob.
Mm-hmm. No, you aren't. Nope.
I watched some here and there, but nothing. And I would have to watch them during the day, and I was still
Made for
terrified.
TV horror movies.
No, not even that so much.
Disney horror movies, if there is such a thing.
I was going to say, is there such a thing?
I don't know. Yeah, there's a Halloween Town, but that's not.
But that was like,
that's baby.
That came out like when I was an adult, though.
But you were still afraid of stuff then.
Yeah, I was sheltered as a child.
All right, moving back to how awesome Friday the 13th is.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this one. I mean, once I did see it, I mean, it's usually, if I'm rewatching any of these, it's like this one and the second one are like the two I really, really like.
Okay.
You know, this was this Kevin Bacon's first
No,
movie?
I think Animal House was.
Okay.
Sure.
But I mean, this was early on in Kevin Bacon's career, and, you know, you could
did
honestly, oh, what did I got? I got a machete here.
Yeah, you stole that.
Yeah, no, this is one of Bob's props he have. So it's property of Camp Crystal Lake.
Neat, huh?
Pretty awesome, huh? So, I mean, you know, he's in it. I don't think anybody, well, Betsy Palmer, who played Mrs. Voorhees.
Spoilers if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I guess.
Why are you watching this if you never saw it?
Well, you know what? Really?
What are you doing?
Your friend's trying to make out with me.
I told you it was a fool. That was the point.
Let me see if he'll... No. Oh, he's staying
No,
now.
he's not. Just whatever. Come on.
I'm watching. He's slowly tipping.
Yeah, he'll fall on you.
So, I mean, there was a couple, you know, Kevin Bacon early on, and then I don't know what all Betsy Palmer was in prior to this.
Like game show.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
she was on an episode of Murder, She Wrote. I remember that. I think she was a killer in that, too. I'm not sure. Look it up. Murder, She Wrote. Betsy Palmer was in it. An episode I remember seeing that when I was a kid. It was like, Mrs. Voorhees. Even when I was a kid, I was like, look.
So, but who knew that this movie was going to start a dynasty?
Oh, I did. Dynasty? I don't watch that crap.
No, I'm just saying, you know, like a
dynasty.
Movies dynasty and
whatever. I don't know
everything with that. So, you know, you had Tom Savini doing the makeup effects and everything with that.
Then how did they find him?
I don't know. How did they find him?
They wanted the guy who did the special effects from Dawn of the Dead. They said that. I remember seeing something that said, we want to get the guy who did Dawn of the Dead. I remember watching, like that.
What was that, like 6-7 hour documentary they did? Was it His Name is Jason or whatever, where they talked?
Crystal Lake Memories.
Oh, okay.
That one was the better one. Watch the whole 8-hour version of that if you can.
I literally watched.
His name was Jason. It's all
was
right.
that only an hour?
I don't know. It was okay. I don't remember it. But watch that 8-hour or whatever.
Yeah, it's a long Crystal Lake Memories. Corey Feldman, I think, was kind of narrating it or something.
Hey, at least he came back.
And I mean, I remember I watched it in like 2 or 3 parts because it's very, very long.
But it was good. Watch it.
Yeah, it's interesting because I talked to a lot of people throughout that. So, yeah, so you have, you know, gore and sex.
Really? Is that really that gory? I don't think it is.
I always think the part when Kevin Bacon gets the arrow through his throat, I mean, I think that's pretty...
That's cool.
Gruesome.
Yeah, that version's better. But I mean, I like that better. I hate those Saw movies, and I don't care what anybody says. I don't like that over gore stuff. I like Halloween, suspenseful, Hitchcock style. I don't like that Hostel crap either. Sorry. I don't like those. I've tried to watch them like 2 or 3 times. I don't like them.
It's not what you recorded for me to watch.
Yeah, because I want you to watch them. But I don't like that. I
haven't seen those. I do kind of like the Saw movies, but yeah, I think at times, like towards the end, it was gore just for the sake of gore.
No story, no characters, nobody you care about.
Anyways, let's get back to Friday the 13th.
Yeah, everybody's cool in this too. I don't think there's anybody that I don't like.
Yeah,
there's some that are but see, that's my thing too about these movies. All the Friday the 13th that we're going to talk about, with exception that some of them we'll get later that I can't remember because I didn't see them all. But are you done with that?
Yeah, I was trying to slide out of the way.
But even the most like ones that are supposed to be annoying are not to the point where you just like, I hate them. Oh, you know, they're like, yeah, that person's kind of annoying, or some of the chicks are kind of a bitch or whatever. But it's not to the point like, no, I hate these movies now when you don't like nobody.
Yeah,
you hate everybody. It's like, and I hate that. I know you want to have characters that you want. That's the whole point. You want to see them die because you hate them so much. But I don't like that in movies either. I want characters that you care about. If you want to have like kind of bad characters, but there's some that I'll explain later on that are supposed to be like the annoying or bad characters, but you like them. At least I do. Like I said, I can't think unless I correct myself later on as we get to different parts. I don't think there's anybody that I absolutely despise character-wise in any of these. So
Any of the Friday the 13th?
the ones that remake is a bunch of crap.
Yeah,
That's why we'll get to that. But
we'll get to that one. But
just to clear that up, everybody in that, well, except the one, that one you like, I'll give him credit. He was fine. Everybody else in that movie sucks. Except for
yeah,
Jason.
I mean,
Jason's
I think
cool. That one dude that you like, whatever his name is, he's fine. His character was okay, and even the one who played his sister, she was all right, but not in it. Everybody else in that movie sucked. So, all right, I don't think I have anything more to say.
Yeah, I think it was like this one. I can honestly say, like, there wasn't a character that the first one that I was just like, oh my god, I can't stand them.
No, I like Ned. He's funny.
Yeah, Ned's
and I like Andy. I kind of wish she would have stuck around longer.
Yeah,
but Alice is cool. I like her. Even Kevin Bacon's cool. Who else is there? I don't know. Even the guy, the consular guy.
I was going to say Steve, that Christie character.
He was kind of a. I don't know. I don't want to say he's kind of a douche, but he's all right.
But he's fine.
He's kind of like, but I don't hate him. Yeah, there's nobody. Okay, there's no character in the Friday the 13th that I
mean, the only one that was maybe like the major douche is the sheriff that comes in on the motorcycle.
Well, for
like 2 seconds he's there. I mean,
he's a cop. Of course, he's supposed to be
right. So I mean, that's really, and it's not even like it.
You don't hate. Just like you.
It's like okay, yeah, you're just saying, oh, I have all this authority and power. So I mean, it's just
he's basically playing cop.
Yeah.
No stretch of the imagination there. So there.
All right. So kind of moving on.
All right, cool. Now we get to the one that's
Friday the 13th, Part 2. So this came out. This was released in 1981, correct?
I think, but the date should be on the back.
Yeah, 1981. Because you were just saying it was mostly every year except for a couple. They didn't.
Yeah, like I don't remember what year. Like 87, and I don't remember.
This is where I kind of laugh about the timeline because this is supposed to be 5 years basically after. It's not quite 5 years after the first one, but at the beginning they kind of. Well, no, because it was 5 years after Annie went missing, but we don't know how long after.
Annie
not
missing.
Annie. I always do this all the time. Alice went missing.
Oh. Well, they show her in the end.
Yeah, but we don't know. But we don't know exactly, like, when they're showing Annie with the dream sequence, we don't really know how long after.
Yeah, her body disappeared 3
But we don't know. When she's
later.
In the apartment, we don't know exactly how long after that is from the end of the first one.
That's 5 years.
So,
it's 5 years.
Yeah, so it's like, this is where I sit at times, like, we'll be watching these, and I'll just, even though I've seen these.
Don't think of the timeline, otherwise.
Yeah, that's really where I kind of get in, because I'm like, this timeline just doesn't add up. And
you're really going to have a headache.
Yeah, it's like, just
go with it.
Just forget it at this point. This is another one, though, I can say there's not a character I don't like.
No, I like everybody in here. I like, what the hell is his name? Scott. He's funny.
Mr. Pervert.
Well, he's funny because he knows what he's doing. He wants to check on the hot chicks.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be doing.
Scott's the one, if you've seen this,
he's one of my favorites.
Slingshot in the ass of, what's her name? The character's name. Terry. Yeah, and he, he's just like, he wants.
He like winks at her like, yeah.
Yeah, he's like just, I mean, it's kind of funny because he's like, what's the word? I want to say he's cheesy and creepy, but it's just.
He's cool, man.
So funny because
hang out with him.
He's playing that's the character he's playing, and he's doing a very good job with it.
That's the character I want to play.
Right, and then, of course, you love, what the heck's the character that sets his friends up for the tow truck?
Oh, Ted.
I wanted to say Ned, and I like, I know Ned's it's not Ned.
First one.
Yeah, that's why I was like I like Ted because he's
in Christine.
Yeah, we're getting off topic.
No,
But
we're
I mean,
not.
but I mean,
He's
he's
in the
just
movie.
yeah,
We talk about Kevin Bacon being in Animal
yeah. This is
House.
true.
He
Yeah,
was in that. And
was
Amy
he in
Steele
it?
was in April Fool's Day.
Yeah, okay.
And she was also in a soap opera my grandmother watched. I don't
Who,
remember.
Amy Steele?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look it up. I don't remember. What
Yeah,
it
I
was.
wanted to check that real quick because it's not a soap
Well,
opera.
I'm sure you won't remember, but you'll put it in the bottom of the screen now. And of course, it'll be blank.
Yeah, leave it to me. But I mean,
Yeah. I'm sure it'll say nothing. Who else
you're
is cool?
funny.
Dessandra's cool. I like her.
Yeah, but she's like in a lot of trouble. Is she in
Yeah,
trouble now?
I don't want to get into that because that's like real life stuff. But
Yeah,
I mean,
but
she was
it was
cool.
actually kind of funny because
She's
I
in Slumber Party
guess
Massacre 3.
the sex scene between her and her boyfriend, what was his name? I'm drawing a blank.
Sandra and Jeff.
Jeff. I guess there was more involved, but I guess it came out after the fact that she was underage when that was filmed, so they had to cut that.
That's too bad. I still like to see that.
But yeah, like I said, there's really not a character in this movie. I don't.
Even Sheriff's cool whenever he gets caught through the head.
Yeah, and
He's
even
funny.
Paul, it's like even though he's
Paul's
supposed to be an
funny,
authority,
but he's cool. He's like kind of like you, authoritative and a pain.
Yeah, because like the part like. Yeah, make sure they don't get seconds on dessert. You know, that's our consequence for
their punishment. Well, no. Their punishment got them killed because our wanderers have volunteered to stay behind. So they did get punished. If you look at that scene, he makes them stay behind because they did that. So Paul killed them.
And actually, an interesting fact that Bob pointed out to me is at the bar scene when Jenny and Jeff are leaving.
Jenny and Jeff.
No, Jenny and Paul.
You said Jenny and Jeff.
Yeah, because I was thinking the actor that played Jeff, as I'm pointing the machete at you guys,
because it's in 3D.
Is running. You can see him as an extra bar patron running up the stairs.
Yeah, he just did that as a goof or something.
Yeah, so. But I mean, it's kind of funny whenever you learn different things about like stuff that happened in the film and.
That's why you watch that Crystal Lake Memories.
Yeah, because there was a lot of. It was very, like I said, it was definitely very interesting. I know we don't own a copy of that.
I watched it on Amazon or something like that. It was.
I think I had done a free thing of Shudder or something like that, and it was on. We watched it one other time.
We watched it on something.
Yeah, but I mean, it's very interesting to watch. Bob's favorite girl in this movie.
Yep.
Is Muffin, the dog.
Yep.
She. Adventures.
Yes.
Yeah, so Bob, that's always Bob's favorite girl in the second movie, next to Jenny. The part, it's the one scene where the one in the wheelchair, Mark.
Yes, that
got
hilarious. I love that part.
Machete to the face. So it was it was just so funny when Bob and I were first watching it and that happened. I'm like, oh my God, I saw this scene before.
Oh.
And I was, because like I said, this is back when I was living at home. My brother was watching it. I was downstairs. I kept yelling at him to change the channel because I didn't want to watch it.
Don't watch it.
Well, I was sitting on the computer and the music and all that going on. I couldn't, it's like a train wreck. You can't look away.
Yeah,
but I mean, that's probably, I think we put that as one of our top kill scenes on.
Bubble and Pamela would have got it if it hadn't been cut.
Yeah. Actually, what's funny is if any of you have played the Friday the 13th game, they do have the double impalement as one of the.
Well, they can do that stuff now. Like, if this movie was made now, all the gore would be in it, and then it would be like thousands of blood scoring everywhere. No, it'd be
CGI blood.
Yeah, lazy crap.
Yeah, but I mean, it's funny. They do have an impale task you can do with one of the parts on the game.
Jason looks cool in this one, too. Even though they totally ripped off the threaded Sundown, but I like it, though.
Tater Sack Jason, which you have a tattoo of.
Yeah, you do.
No, you do. Yeah,
well,
Bob.
We'll just have to figure that one out on our own.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, Bob actually has a couple Jason tattoos.
If you want to see him, donate $5 to the Patreon, and you can get my Jason picture of my Jason tattoo. I got I got 3 Jasons, Halloween logo, an Evil Dead, I got
Tall Man.
Tall Man and Godzilla. For a $5 donation, we'll send you a picture of those.
Anywho, anything else you want to say about this one?
Probably, I mean, it's always I always change my mind all the time. This is usually my favorite one, kind of,
Mhm.
just because of Jenny. I like her.
Yeah.
If she would have been the main girl in the other ones, then I would have picked them too. But just I don't know.
Mhm.
She's my favorite last girl.
And I think that's who we both picked
So
as in our list, the favorite last girl standing. Because it seems like usually, like when we have a Friday the 13th in a month, we try to watch a couple Friday the 13th, and it
Yep.
seems like it's one or two we start with all the time on that.
My conclusion in the ending of this, I don't care what people say. Everybody has their own way. Muffin doesn't die.
Yeah.
Everybody else dies except Muffin. That's my version.
The question is, too, does Paul die?
Well, if you watch and listen to the beginning of the third one when we get to that,
Right.
they say how many bodies were found, and if you count how many were there, and then you can figure it out. But I'm not going to say it, so just watch it.
All right, so
yeah, we're
moving on.
Yeah, and this is the one where Crazy Ralph gets killed. Too.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention about Crazy. I thought of him briefly, and then
he's all right. He's kind of funny, but
yeah,
he meets his end by not doing his own advice. He tells people to stay
away
from
the
there. He
camp.
shows up.
But still, it's always trying to figure out though how the heck did that wire get around? Because it's not like it's whipped around; it just comes down over his neck.
It's movie magic.
So think about that one.
Yeah. And,
so, anyways,
moving on to the
3D Deluxe Edition. So this one is, I can't read, 1982. I was trying to make sure because I know there's a couple.
I think 83 was the year that I think the next one was in 84.
Okay, yeah, so we'll see. I love this cover. I think I'm just having too much fun showing you that.
Yep.
So this is the one. Hold on, let me set the movie down so Bob can grab it. No, this is the one.
You put it on for this one. Put it on.
Yeah, and I can't breathe.
Just put it on. It might be too. Just don't.
No, I don't think it's going to fit over my head.
I know.
This is actually off of an animatronic Jason we have in our living room.
Yep.
That Bob got at Spirit Halloween.
Oh, I didn't. I ordered it somewhere.
You did?
Yeah, I ordered it. I didn't buy it at the store.
Oh, I thought we got it from the store.
I never. No.
Okay.
I never bought. I have a couple of them, and I never bought any of them, so I ordered them, and I got free shipping or something.
Okay. Yeah. So we have this. I guess it would be life-size animatronic.
Yeah, but I think it's from Freddy. Technically it's from Freddy vs. Jason. It's one where he has a jacket on him. I don't know. Again, if we find a picture,
yeah, we'll have to think about it.
So anyways, you're not going to show nothing. So.
Bite me.
Yeah. See,
this is the first one I can say. Oh,
I don't want to have my hand in the shot. I watched it like once or twice. It's annoying.
We watched it.
I wanted to see it like that.
This one is actually you can't watch it in 3D. 3D, you get two pairs of 3D glasses.
Because nobody would want to go to the theater with me to see this back then because everybody hated this stuff, and I probably wouldn't have been able to.
So you do have the opportunity. So I know at least once you and I watched it in the 3D.
Yeah, I was worth it to watch it, but I don't want to watch it again like that because it is annoying.
Yeah, and I think
I just want to see it. I want to see
these were the 3D glasses we used. Remember in the Friday the 13th box set, it was the only way you could watch the Freddy's Dead.
Why would that be in the Friday the 13th?
Not the Friday. The Nightmare. Yeah, the Nightmare on Elm Street box set.
Sheesh.
On Freddy's Dead.
I saw that in the theater.
Well, you saw it at the theater, but
because I knew probably what, and I didn't get to see it in 3D until like 10 years later.
Yeah, so
I wanted to see it in 3D.
It was so funny. I know it's a sidetracking, but those glasses that come in handy because
I used to have the 3D glasses when I went to the movie, but I think I still have them somewhere.
Yeah, but I remember I was using those to watch the.
But I'm glad I went to see it, even though the movie's
the Freddy's
horrible.
Dead part.
I just wanted to see it in 3D.
That's another series we'll have to talk about at some point. So, Friday the 13th Part 3 is really the first one that I had a character I did not like in it.
Right.
I didn't like Chrissy.
She's all right.
I just did not.
I don't hate her. She's annoying, but I didn't hate her.
I don't know. If you guys watched our review of this, excuse me, now I got the hiccups. And some other things about most annoying. Like,
Well, a lot of people think, okay, you got the annoying, but people probably think that, Shelley's annoying, but he isn't. That would be like I don't know. She's not bad. I don't know.
I don't know. There's just
some people are annoyed with Shelley.
Yeah.
He don't bother me. He's fine. He's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. She just I don't know. She grinds my nerves.
Whatever.
I think I like a lot of the kills in this one though too. I mean, you have Vera getting the harpoon through the eye, which they had to do in one shot.
That one's cool.
And Paul, not Paul. What the heck's her Chrissy's boyfriend's name?
Rick.
Rick.
You don't know this stuff, do you?
I'm
You're
just
very unprepared.
no. It's just sometimes I still to this day, as many times as I've seen these,
Many times you've seen these,
I
right?
get them confused. Still, I don't know what it is. I swear something happened in this one, and it's that.
You could probably live 100 lifetimes, and I still have seen these more times than you have.
Well, I'm not saying that you haven't,
Because these are awesome. I'm
but
a Friday the 13th as you're a Saw.
bite me. So, you have the motorcycle gang with
They're cool.
everybody.
See,
Yeah,
I
which
like
I
them.
do
They're
like
funny.
them. I mean,
You know that one dude, what's his Loco? He's kind of like a wannabe there, but he's
yeah,
funny.
he's just comical. You like Foxy.
Yeah, Fox is cool, man. She did a couple other things too on a couple of them Friday the 13th things his name was Jason, I think is the one she was on. I don't remember. But yeah, she's cool. I like her. She's funny. I like what the hell is that guy's name?
Chuck?
See, no, the dude in the beginning, the one with the mustache that owns the thing, his wife is annoying.
Oh.
See, that's one thing I can't remember his name
The couple at the beginning of the third one.
Harold?
Yeah. And this one is actually taking place the next day, so it's technically not Friday the 13th.
His wife is pretty funny at the beginning, because she yells at him at the beginning of the movie. Perfect way to, but yeah, he was funny. I liked him. She was kind of annoying, but she didn't last long.
No,
it was nice to see her go because she was annoying. That's a good example. She was kind of annoying. If she'd have been on her longer, then that would have been one, yeah. But since they got rid of her right away, and since she I don't know, I thought she was mean to him. All he wanted to do was sit on the shitter, drink Jack Daniels, and eat donuts and eat stuff out of the thing at the store.
Yeah, that was always funny because it's like you see that, you hear about people doing food challenges now where they're opening and put stuff back, but we won't go there.
Okay, I don't.
No,
I ain't up on what's going on. I'm not up on the real world. Sorry.
Yeah, but like I said, this is the first one where I can honestly say I did not like one of the characters, and
just think if Shelley hadn't brought that hockey match. Just think if he'd have brought I don't know, what other sport, football helmet or something. Wouldn't that have been funny?
That would have been, but it wouldn't cover his face as well.
Unless they have one of them shields on it, like some of the players where it's darking out their faces.
I don't know. I can't picture. I mean, like I said, you got the tater sack there for a little bit, and
or whatever that is.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's like, okay, and this one too, when Jason shows his face to Chrissy, he doesn't look the same as he does in the second one.
That is a part is stupid. I wish they would cut that out. They should have cut that whole part with her seeing him. That's dumb. It makes no sense. Like, when did she see him? Like, last week?
That's what I mean. It's like, they're not, that's where the timeline thing.
That's why I still worry about that. That seems dumb. I don't like that scene.
Like when if you know what we're talking about, it's the scene where she's explaining to Rick what happened.
Obviously, we know what we're talking about. I mean, obviously they've seen this. Otherwise, why are they even listening?
Maybe they just like listening to your voice.
Yeah. Maybe I'll come back and I'll be, because I'm so awesome that people will want me to come back and talk about these awesome movies.
I thought you always said this was your favorite one, though.
Well, that's why I said I go back. If you ask me tomorrow, I might say this is. It's between this one and the second one. The second one just because of Ginny. This one here is because this started the whole hockey match thing. Mm-hmm. And I just, I don't know. I like a lot of them. There's only a couple. The ones I don't like are later on. All right,
but like I said, I like
all the early ones.
I like a lot more of the kills in this one. Like I said, with Vera with the harpoon. The one dude that does the handstands that gets the machete kill.
Yeah.
Well, you like Chuck and what's her name?
Yeah, Chuck's cool. He reminds me of Chong. I just think he's funny. Yeah, Chuck and Chili. Chuck and Chili.
Chewy.
I was thinking of Chewy. No, it's Chili. They never really, I don't think they only say, I think Shelley says her name once and it's kind of hard to understand.
Yeah.
And then this is the only one, too, that they don't actually call Jason except in the beginning of it with part 2. He's not referred to as Jason in this at all. After you get to the after credits. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
The credits at the end.
No, the beginning credits.
Oh.
They rehashed the beginning of part 2, and she says, Jason, mother's talking to you.
Yeah.
And then once you get into the actual beginning of the movie, his name isn't referenced. So nobody says No, who? Okay, no. Who said? Nobody says it.
No,
Who
no,
says it's Jason? Even Chris doesn't call. She said it's you.
you. Yeah.
You know,
I guess I
nobody
never
calls him
realized
Jason.
that.
Yeah, nobody calls him Jason in this one, other than the ending of part 2, which they should have, but that don't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old guy's cool with the eyeball. I'm looking at his picture
Yeah.
on here. I don't know what.
I warn thee.
Yeah, that was what I thought he was. I thought he was going to get off, but he didn't get killed off, so I don't know what that was
Well,
about.
isn't there
I heard something
speculation
that
that
this
he
is
was
his father.
father? Yeah.
Yeah, but I also remind me when we get to part 6 about that.
Okay, I'll let you know.
I'm sure
Hopefully
you'll
I'll
forget.
remember.
It's your job to remember. It's your channel. You
He's
remember.
asking me to remember.
I can't remember.
All right.
I think I'm done.
Anything else on part 3 you want to talk about?
I like when she hits him in the back of the head with a log. And I like it when her van stalls on the bridge and it sinks through the thing. I just think that's so funny. And then, I don't know, the act when she kills him, I think that's kind of cool. I mean, she kind of messes him up pretty
Well, how
good.
about when she hangs him and he doesn't
Yeah, that's
hang?
kind of cool. That part's kind of weird how he lifts himself up with one arm.
Yeah, that just shows you his brute strength.
Yeah. That's cool. The ending is kind of dumb too. With the whenever she sees his mother come out of the water,
Right.
I just thought it was kind of. I don't know. That was.
Well, didn't they have a different ending and they weren't sure? But
Jason chopped their head off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they have it too that they were going to have Mrs. Voorhees come back at one point, or?
Yeah, I think I'm glad I didn't do that.
Yeah, because weren't they supposed to at the end of the second one have her
eyes open
on her head?
Yeah, but somebody said that was stupid. So they had sense back then. Like, that is stupid. I'm glad he didn't do it. Now they would do something like that, or they would have her laugh like, I'm like, yeah, that's what they would do now.
Yeah.
They would be all fake. Yeah, I guess we're good with this one.
We're going to move on.
Yeah,
so,
I'm good.
Obviously, number 4.
Really?
But it's not called Friday the 13th Part 4. It's the final chapter. This was 1984, so yeah, they did skip 83.
Yes, yeah.
And this was supposed to be Jason's send-off.
No, it wasn't. They already knew they were going to do Part 5 before that was even up.
Okay, but... So,
they just kind of did that to appease those
idiots
who complain about horror movies. They're bad. We need to stop
I'm trying to think if there was a character I didn't like in this one, but I...
Part 4 is Siskel and Ebert's favorite Friday the 13th. Look it up. You'll know what I mean. I'm kidding.
Sarcasm, if you didn't notice.
And I don't like them either. I mean, I don't know. Rest in peace. No disrespect, but I just didn't like the way they, how they hated on all these movies and stuff like that. They just didn't get it.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
What, am I boring you?
No, I'm just yawning. A long day at work.
Well, wake up, man. We got stuff to do. Talk about Part 4, which is, I like 4. 4's good.
4's cool. I do like 4. Like I said, I don't think there's a character I don't like in this
Probably
movie.
if you only watch one Friday the 13th, maybe watch 4. Because you watch the beginning of it, you get 1, 2, and 3, and then you get 4. So you can pretty much know everything that goes on up to this point. So if you only watch 1,
and this is
4.
where Corey Feldman came in. Playing Tommy Jarvis.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Tommy Doyle.
No, I had to think. I was like Jarvis. I remember Jarvis. So I actually like Corey Feldman in this one because it's just funny because like when he's like when they go see the people skinny dipping and then he sees the two couple.
Well, that's what I'd be doing.
He's like a typical what is he like 10 or 12? Like, oh my god, look at this! I'm going to see tits and ass. You know.
Well, who wouldn't do that?
So
I would.
I mean,
it's just now.
It's 40 plus and still gets excited about tits and ass.
Yeah, so.
But oh, excuse me.
Moving on. Come on,
I think I liked a little bit of the story. I mean, I'm not exactly sure timeline wise when this is supposed to be happening, but like you said, if we're not focusing on the timeline.
Yeah, well, I think we should just leave the timelines out of this before we get
too convoluted.
Well, there's no point in explaining it. Just watch it for fun.
So, I mean, I kind of like the storyline too, where it's Cassandra's brother that's kind of trying to...
Who the hell is Cassandra?
Cassandra.
Who the hell is Cassandra?
Sandra? The second one.
Cassandra.
I always call her Cassandra.
It's not Cassandra. Jeez.
I always call her Cassandra. But Sandra...
Is Cassandra short for...
It could be. It could be.
I don't know. Well, I don't know this stuff.
But I mean, I like that little bit of a storyline there too, where it's like her brother coming in.
Show the front of this and show the back of that, and tell me what's wrong with that.
Okay, so the front.
That's the front. I'll turn it over. Now, what's wrong with that picture? Everybody should know what's wrong with that picture. Probably even you, but you don't. Come on, man, hurry up. What's wrong with that picture?
I
It's so
have
obvious.
no clue.
Seriously, you don't know?
The mask?
I'm sure everybody in the comments is probably saying, I know what's wrong with
The
that.
mask.
The mat? Where?
Because it doesn't have the axe cut in it.
You're close.
It looks like a more decomposed Jason.
Yeah, you're getting closer. That's Jason for Friday the 13th, Part 6.
Oh.
So they didn't even get that right. That's turn around and show everybody. That's Jason from Part 6. See, he has the glove on too. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, the glove. That's what I was looking,
Yeah.
and then it looks like he has something in his chest. That's why I was trying to.
Yeah, something in his chest.
It looks like there's an axe or something hanging out of his chest. I don't know.
Oh no, he has that pocket thing that he takes off like that. But anyhow, that picture is clearly from. Yeah, he has the gloves on. So somebody screwed up there. Like, see, the people who make these stuff have no clue, man. They should have me do this.
Because you would get it straight.
I would get everything perfect. If I released all the Friday the 13th in a box set, nobody complain about them. 5 stars for everybody would give it that. Because I will make no mistakes. I know what I'm doing. And I sure won't put pictures of the remake as the main picture on the Friday the 13th set. Nobody wants to see that. I mean, come on, man.
You can tell somebody's a diehard Friday the 13th fan.
Well, I just think people should, if you don't know what you're doing, then don't do it.
All
or
right.
have somebody check this. Sorry, that just annoys me.
No.
All right, moving on.
Anyways, getting back to the final chapter.
Yeah, and?
What's your feeling on it?
I just told you, if anybody watches only one, watch this one. And
Okay.
if I was your
Why should they watch this one?
I just told you because it tells you everything up to this point. If you've never seen any of them up to 4, and if this would have been the newest one, you know what happens in 1, 2, and 3 based on the prologue or whatever at the beginning. That's why I think that if you only watch one, I would recommend this one because of that reason. Because of the intro. I mean, it catches you up on everything that happened up to this point. That's why. And also, because George McFly's in it, and you can't go wrong with that. And then who else is there? Then you got the chick from Weird Science. She's in it, and she's hot. And then you have the twins. They're all right, but they're kind of like, they're kind of bitchy. But I like the chick from Weird Science. I don't remember what her name is. I'm not good with names. You know what I'm talking about. The dark-haired chick that was in the Weird Science movie. And then who else is in there? Like I said, Corey Feldman, he's fine. People give him slack. I don't care. He doesn't bother me. He's fine. Who else is in this? This is cool. Yeah, the one who plays his sister. She's kind of cool too. I like her. I like the banana eating chick. She's kind of funny.
For the whole 2 seconds she's in it.
Hey, she's funny. And
you like Vinny? Is that his name?
Who the hell is Vinny?
Not Vinny. The dark-haired guy. The one that always does his computer thing.
Teddy. Ted.
Oh, another Ted. See, this is what throws me off when
Ted, where the hell's the corkscrew, Ted? That's when George McFly gets it. Yeah, Ted. The stoner guy. Sheesh. So what? They go have. Let's do. They have normal names. They don't have like stupid names in these movies now, like people now in these movies. Like, what the hell? What does this name mean? I don't get it. Like these names, I don't even remember them because I'd never heard these weird names before. I like names like Ted, Paul. Scott. It's simple stuff. Yeah, that's cool. And then what else is there? I
was going to start hiccupping.
What?
I thought I was going to start with the hiccups.
Start talking about this. What else? I like the cover. This is one of my favorite covers.
I like the end with Tommy, where he basically, I guess tricks Jason, if you want to come down to it, and he kills him.
Well, yeah, for that, but yeah, that's cool.
I mean, it's kind of...
Let's see here. We'll read the things here. Action in the morgue. Oh, yeah. What the
Axel? Yeah, totally forgot about that.
We're going all up. Axel, he's funny. He's a dick, but he's awesome. I like him. I like that chick that's with him, too. I can't remember what her name. Who cares? Her
the
name
nurse.
Is. Yeah, I just call her the hot nurse. Good enough.
The morgue killing scenes are pretty cool.
And the one that plays, you said about Sandra's
brother.
He's all right. He's kind of weird, though. I thought maybe he was going to go a little weird at the end, but and then the skinny dipping part, that's the chick from Weird Science that gets the knife impaled through. I like that kill. And then the dude gets his manhood impaled or something. Whenever they're watching those stag films, I like that part. Those old silent pity movies. I always wanted to know what those are. I don't know if they say in the credits, but I want to know what those movies are because I want to get those. I like those.
Yeah, he wants stag films now.
And then the one dude in the shower that gets killed, he gets his head crushed in. Oh, that
Mm.
one chick's kind of annoying too. I can't remember her name because I don't like her.
Yeah, the one that well, the one gets killed.
Sarah.
The one that gets killed in the shower. I can't remember the characters. I can't remember the actor's name
Yeah,
either.
he's cool.
He's been on it. I think he's been on a couple soap operas, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And I'm trying it. I can see his face. He has, I think, beautiful blue eyes, and I cannot remember his name.
I'm glad you remember.
Well, no, because it was just.
Yeah, it don't matter. He was fine. The one that was his girlfriend, she was kind of annoying.
Yeah, but she didn't get on my nerves.
No, but she's kind of, anyway. The one she's like, come on, strip and dip, or that one says that. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to get me. Like, yeah, fine. Go lay on the dock and do your paperwork or whatever the hell she was doing. Or I don't read a book or something that's like, okay, everybody's like having a good time and she's laying there. But that'd be you. Going on vacation, lake, and having fun. And you'd be like, I don't want to. I want to read or play with my phone.
Yeah.
But.
All right. Are you done picking on me?
Yeah, well, they are saying Tommy was supposed to actually shave his head, but I think his parents or somebody said no because then he won't be able to get another role or something. I shaved my head for it.
Yeah.
I don't care. But, yeah, part 4 is good. I've seen this one a few times, not as much as like the other ones, but I like it. 5 stars all around. Check it out.
All right.
Next.
So, this one.
The cover sucks.
Yeah, is this from where you don't like the covers?
Yes.
Or okay.
And I had no choice. I got them. That's why I had to get them back then.
Right, because with the Blu-ray or the DVD, sorry, in it, Bob said he doesn't like the covers from like here on out.
No.
So Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning, is where they were supposed to be kind of doing like an offshoot, I guess. It was supposed to kind of go a different route, wasn't it?
It did go a different
route. Right, it did go a different route, but it was supposed to be, if you've watched it, that Tommy...
Oh, it is a new beginning. They didn't lie. This was the final chapter. Jason died, according to this. There's no more parts.
Oh, my nose is itchy.
Yep. Are you done being a pain?
Yeah, I'm done being a pain.
So if there was only part 4 and 5, Jason is technically dead.
Right.
So they didn't lie in that. This was the final chapter of Jason, and this moves on a new beginning. It's a new beginning with somebody else. So they didn't lie, technically.
So this came out in 1985, and it was kind of supposed to be that Tommy was going to be Jason. I'm using that loosely.
Yeah, they want you to think that too.
Because, I mean, Tommy basically, like, I'm guessing had some sort of a breakdown or a mental health crisis or whatever. Because, I mean, he was, I guess, in a hospital or something at one point, and he's going to a group home in this one. I mean, with all the traumatic events from the final chapter, I guess it would be understandable to see. Yeah, here I go.
See, why are you doing it? Just get in the movie.
My work ethic on
Tommy's
this.
older. He goes to a place with a bunch of other psychos. You know, they talk about him being there. And it's played by, I like the guy who plays him. I can't remember.
Yeah.
He's cool. I like when he beats the crap out of that other guy.
Yeah.
I don't like him. See, that's our guy. I don't
Who?
like hate
Tommy
him.
or?
No, that one dude. Who the hell was with Eddie?
Mm.
His name. I didn't like him. He was kind of a but I like when Tommy beats him up. That's part.
Yeah. So I mean, I
like his what's her name, Tina. Yeah, that's like my favorite. One of my favorite. Other than Ginny, like I like her.
Yeah.
The one that
gets the eyes, which I think we had as one of our top kills.
I don't know.
I
wasn't on there. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't remember going any of that crap. But I like her. She's cool.
Yeah.
I like her because she like gets naked and stuff. And she has like the best boobs out of all the chicks.
Yeah,
in the
that's all he likes is the boobs.
Yeah, well, if you've seen that, okay, if you've seen Friday the 13th Part 5, what is like one of the top 5 things you remember most about this movie? You know, her with the big titties. Because she's awesome like that. But,
yeah, your favorite character is Reggie the Reckless.
It's funny. I like when he screams like a little bitch. But that's funny. I get it. He don't bother me. He tries to be, oh, yeah, I'm Reggie Reckless. I'm a badass. Ah, like you.
Well, you like, who was it, Skippy from Family Ties? The one that played Skippy? Or with the car, the 2 dudes with the car?
What in the hell are you talking about? Are you smoking some shit?
Where the cars broke down. Or am I confusing that one?
What the hell are you talking about?
Maybe I'm confusing it. I thought that was the one where the car was broke down and he's like, I'm going to kick your ass. I'm going to...
That's not Skippy from Family Ties.
Oh.
All the shit you're smoking.
I thought it was.
No.
Oh, well.
Leave a comment that says, duh, that's not Skippy, duh. I don't know, but no, that's not it.
Okay.
That part's funny, but it's not.
Anyways, I'm just having a brain fart now.
Who else is there? Lana, I like Lana, it's showtime.
Yeah.
I
You
her
like
too. She's
Ethel.
Ethel, she's funny.
The neighbor who's always wanting to shut the loony bin down, and her son Junior, who's he beats Tommy beats the crap out of him too.
Tommy beats the crap out of him.
That's why it threw me. It threw me off when you were saying Tommy beating the crap. I'm thinking no, it was that other dude. But no, I know.
He beats Eddie up when they were having breakfast or
before
lunch
Eddie loses his head.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Not Eddie.
Now?
You said Eddie. Junior.
Junior. You said Eddie loses his head.
You were saying Eddie. You threw me off.
Yeah, I said Eddie, and then you said Junior loses it. Eddie gets the belt to the
bell around the eyes. No, you like the ones that are out paintballing. No, that's
what
another.
The hell are you talking about?
This is where I screw up and start getting them confused. That's the next one.
I don't get them confused. I know every scene from every Friday the 13th. You can show me any scene from any Friday the 13th, and I would know exactly what it is. But don't be sneaky and throw in the what's that called when they show the stuff at the beginning, the prologue stuff?
Yeah.
So don't show me part 4, but yet show me a scene that happens in the beginning where they're showing part 2.
See, I told you guys I get these confused.
I don't get it confused. As long as you don't do that, you can show me a still shot from any Friday the 13th, and I know exactly what part it's from. That's how awesome I am. And if you want awesomeness, you watch this and you, whatever it is we're doing with this. If you want my awesome input, it's totally worth it because I know what I'm talking about. I don't screw up stuff when it comes to my movies. I know what I'm talking about. All right, moving on.
Are we done with part 5?
Shit, that was quick.
Well, what else? What else?
Well, who the hell is a killer?
Oh,
it's not Jason, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not Jason. If you know, it's my boy Roy.
Roy's cool.
Yeah, that kind of.
And why did he do it?
Because his son was killed by one of the people at the house.
And whatever happened to him? Did he get killed? Or I want to know what happened to him.
What, the one that killed Roy's son?
Yeah,
he went to jail. I mean,
did he? I don't know. That was funny. They just dropped that.
They just put him in the police car, and that was the last you saw of him.
Yeah, he was cool. He was in Return of the Living Dead. Pretty sure. The dude that killed the fat kid.
Oh, I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I don't. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so this one is where technically it's not. It's somebody just dressed up as Jason as the killer.
Very good.
And then at the end, they're at the hospital, and Tommy's hallucinating and puts on the Jason mask. And
oh, I forgot about Reggie's big brother. I like him too.
Yeah.
He was in Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, the first one. I do remember that.
I like him. He's
Reggie
funny.
And his brother.
Yeah, Demon, I think is his name. He's cool. And his chick was pretty cool too. I like her too. She's kind of hot.
Yeah. His brother gets killed in the shitter.
Yeah, hey, what a way to go. I mean,
well, he shouldn't have had those damn enchiladas.
That's why I don't eat that crap. I'd be hanging out there with her.
Yeah, we're like jumping all over the place with this, and that's because I'm screwing up.
Man, I'd be hanging out with her. I wouldn't even leave that. I mean, if I was in a van with her, I would never leave.
Yeah, well, remember Reggie asked how he can get one of those, and he's talking about his
Where'd you get that? I'm like, yeah, hey, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, I'll take one of them too. I'll take 2 or 3 of them actually.
Yeah.
What else we got there? Yeah, I think this one at the time. I think this kind of had the highest body count, even though a lot of the kills are off screen. And there's the mystery of the appearing and disappearing sweater thing from the lead chick.
Yeah,
you can figure that out on your own. You just watch.
Yeah, one of those movie errors.
We're not going to get in on that, but everybody talks about that, which is fun to watch. And well, she's all right. I mean, for a main killer or a main.
No, you like when doesn't Reggie
the final girl?
Yeah,
she's all right, Pam. But
Pam, that's why I was going to say that was. I thought that was.
Yeah, she's all right. I like the part whenever she's like, when she was running outside in the rain and she comes in, and the Reggie's grandfather comes flying through the window, and there's one part, if you look at it real good, you can see she's not wearing a bra because the rained on her top, and you can see her boobs through her shirt.
Here we are, back to boobs.
Hey, I just figured I'd mention it.
Oh, and what's that? At every Friday the 13th movie, somebody has to go through a window.
Everyone?
I don't know if it's everyone, but it seems
who
like...
goes through a window in part 2, unless I'm blanking.
Jason comes through the
Jason,
window.
well, Jason, you didn't say that. You said somebody goes.
I said somebody.
Well, would that had happened? That could have been a dream sequence.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, no, it's not a dream sequence. Because if it isn't, then that means Muffin might have died, and Muffin doesn't die in my world.
Anyway.
Muffin lives in my world, and everybody else gets killed.
Anywho.
Yeah, check it out. I like it. It's not. It's cool. I mean, it's people don't like it because of the fact that it's not Jason, but that didn't bother me. Whenever I mean, when you think about it, that whole thing is stupid. Like, why would he do that? It just, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, because when they
But I
go
mean,
through,
it's a good movie. It has good kills. It has good hot chicks in it. Violet, I like her too. The dark, not the dark, the one that has her, the blonde and dark hair, her Violet. Yeah, I like her. She was pretty cool. And that one chick there, the redhead one, that was her friend, the one that the stuttering kid likes or whatever. She's cool. She has a nice scene in the bedroom there where she takes her top off and that. But she's also in Summer Party Massacre 2. And she was funny in that too. I like her. Yeah, I like it. I mean, everybody here is cool. Nobody really bothers me. Even Eddie, he's kind of like I said, but he's not in it that much. And then when he gets killed, that's cool. And when Tommy beats him up, that makes it all worth having him in it because I love that part. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I mean, I don't hate this one. It's not my favorite, but I didn't mind when I saw it. People didn't like it because of the Jason thing, but that didn't bother me. All right, I guess I can get behind it. I'm glad I didn't continue on with this, but if it's just one, I can live with it. I can deal with it. It sure as hell ain't the worst one, even up to this point, I mean, we'll get to those ones later on, but this by far is not, in my opinion, this ain't the worst of it, but even though the first line in here says, Jason is back, hockey mask and all, you don't read the backs of these. Again, whoever wrote this has no idea what they're talking about. The synopsis on the back of part 3 is wrong and stupid. They can't get the pictures right. They put Jason is back on this one. I don't know what moron, stupid-ass numbnuts wrote this or did this, but they have no clue what they're doing with this. And whoever came up with the cover of this sucks too. I don't know. I don't like it. The cover. I like the old font, the original Friday font. I don't like this font. And then the one we're going to get into next has the same thing. I hate that cover.
We're talking about the guy.
What?
Who goes on and on about how the blaster or gun sounds are different in the Terminator.
It is! And the Blu-ray and the DVD, the gun sounds are different than they were on the old VHS tape. And it's annoying. And I notice things like that because I care.
Like I said, off topic here.
It isn't because I notice things. I notice.
Yeah, well, no, it's just why when you were saying about the font
I notice boom mics and shots, and you don't even notice that.
I guess I just don't pay. I'm watching the movie. I'm not looking for errors and stuff like that.
I don't do it on purpose. I watch the whole movie.
All right, so getting back, we're on to Friday the 13th, part 6.
And look at that picture there. Look at that girl screaming. Look at that
lives.
crap. Okay, now look at that. What's wrong with that cover? What is wrong? The number one thing. What is that girl screaming?
I don't know what she's screaming.
That's right here. This is. I think it's. Hold that up and let me look.
Okay.
This is the exact same damn shot. Look, I don't want my hand in the shot. Grab that and look at that. Look at that.
This one.
Look who it is. It's the big titty chick.
He's saying that
they screwed that up. Look at that. It is. It's the big titty chick. It does look
like it.
It is. It's the big titty chick. They probably just stole that picture and put that on there, thinking people ain't going to notice this stuff.
All right, so this one came out in '86, so we're still on our years so far with this.
Yeah, I think '87 there wasn't one.
This is '87 or '86. I'm sorry. So this is what some people consider the third one in the Tommy Jarvis trilogy. I think some people have heard reference.
It is the third one.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think people reference 4, 5, and 6 as the Tommy Jarvis
kind of sucks
trilogy.
They're all played by 3 different people. So
yeah.
You can't get
well, the one that plays Tommy Jarvis in this one is Thomas Matthews. Is that his name?
Matthews, yeah.
Tom Matthews.
And he was in
Return of the Living Dead 1 and 2.
Very good.
So I mean, I didn't because I liked him in those. So I mean, I didn't mind him in this.
Cool.
And
I liked him in this. He kind of brought something different that the other 2 didn't. Sorry.
Really?
I'm drinking some stuff here.
So, I mean, this one, it's kind of fun. I like...
If anybody wants to know what I'm drinking, it depends on who wants to give me money. I'm drinking, whatever sponsor wants to give me money, then I'll say what I'm drinking. Obviously, you didn't get the joke.
No, I didn't. So
That means if I'm drinking a certain product, insert here, and if they want to give me money, I'll say I'm drinking this, even if I'm not.
I just smacked this machete off my table.
That's how cool I am. I will do that.
He's being a dork. And yes, this is pretty much how he is all the time. Just to give you guys a heads up.
Just start talking.
Okay. So I think probably actually one of my favorite characters in this one is Megan. Is that her name? The sheriff's daughter.
Yeah, she's funny.
She's just.
She likes to have fun. Like, woo, let's go.
She's just like.
You're not like that.
Don't bite me.
She likes she questions nothing. She's
Yeah.
like, we brought Jason back from the dead. He's a zombie now killing people. She's like, woo, let's go. That's cool. She doesn't say, no, you didn't. She believes her like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
She questions nothing, which is
it's,
like totally
it's funny with this one because there's like these camp counselors are supposed to be.
I don't want my hand in the shot. Look at that. There, look. See that
All right, so here, getting back to the final chapter, insert picture.
See, that's Jason right there. It's just a different angle. But see what I mean? See how they screwed that up?
That's the part where isn't that the part where he's confronting the one counselor, two of the counselors in the woods?
No, I think that's part of the beginning with Horseshack because the graveyard.
Oh, yeah, the graveyard. I didn't see that.
I call him Horseshack. I forget his name. You know, that dude in the beginning gets his heart punched out. I forget what his real name is.
Probably one of the other characters.
Cotter or something.
Yeah, one of the other characters I love in this movie is the graveyard keeper, which you told me to remind you about something when we got to this one.
Yeah, they were supposed to have him be taking care of Jason's grave because they were going to have him be Jason's father. And that's kind of where they were going to maybe go with part 7, but they figured that's just too complicated. Part 7 started.
What about too? Didn't they say I thought I heard too at one point that Jason's father was paying him to take care of.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard a bunch. He was paying him, or that was going to be his father. But that was they did reshoots. Originally, he didn't die, and they did like a screen test or something, and they did reshoots where they killed off him and they killed off the 2 on the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Those were
which that one was added because they said something about there not being enough kills.
That's what I said. I don't mean reshoot. Whatever it means by reshoots, and they went and redid something. Yeah, there was enough kill, so they brought him back and killed him off, and then they killed these 2 random things. And the thing is, I think it's the dude on the motorcycle and the chick part. The dude who was on the motorcycle is the one dude that got killed in the car's twin brother.
Okay, yeah, because the
dude in the car.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
they're like twin brothers or something. They're brother. They look a lot like. They don't have to be twins, but they sure look a lot alike. But
now that you're saying that, I'm like,
they were brothers. I think they brought him in. They say, I don't know if he was like, hey, my brother will do. So
maybe he's like, hey.
And the chick that got killed in the car was the director's wife, which I thought was funny. Maybe he was trying to send a message. I doubt it, but
Now this is the one I was saying though too. This is the one with the paintball group.
Yes.
Okay, so I got because you like the one dude with the glasses.
Yeah, he's fun. I like the other dude. What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Stay in the kitchen where she belongs.
Yeah, I mean it was just like these. It's like this. These ones were just randomly put in there for some kills.
Yeah, and I like Jason was played by 2 different people. I think I heard about that.
Yeah, but it's like
I like CJ Graham too. He's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I really like Megan in this because she's just.
I forgot to mention part 3, man. I'm going back to that because I feel like such a dumbass. Rest in peace, Richard Brooker, man. You were awesome. Sorry, I just want to say that. He played Jason. He's no longer around anymore. He was awesome.
The only one I know to play Jason was Kane Hodder.
Yeah, because you don't know.
That's all I know. That's all I can.
You don't know Steve Dash? Oh yeah, just recently. He just recently passed away too, which sucks. Steve Dash, who did he played Jason during the running scenes in the back. There was a couple of scenes where he didn't, but he did all the main like stunt work or something. Steve Dash.
In the second one.
He just recently passed away. Now, we're gonna double check these because I don't want to make any mistakes. If I make a mistake, I'm sorry. But I'm pretty sure that Richard Brooker and Stephen Dash are, unless there's more I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure they're no longer around or whatever. So if you want to put something, if you ever figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
But I just want to mention
he's on me about figuring out how to do some other things.
You better make sure you do this one because this is important. This is showing respect for the awesome Jasons that are unfortunately no longer there.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on from that part 6.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, Megan's probably my favorite character, and then the one other counselor I'm drawing a total blank on her character name and her actress name. Cece. Wasn't she the African American girl?
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't remember her name, but she used to play on
Did you-
Days of Our
okay.
Lives.
Did you? I was reading this. Did you say Cece or Sissy? It sounded like you said Cece.
Cece.
It's Sissy.
Sissy.
Sorry, I was reading shit while you were.
Yeah, but she
I want to
played.
make sure you got that right.
She played Lexi on Days of Our Lives, so I knew her from that. But I'm thinking she was
I don't know.
on there at the same time this would have been filmed, but I'm not 100% sure. But I know her from that.
And this humor works. This is considered to be like a comedy. This works. That's the other thing. I hate horror comedy stuff. Other than that, I can think of Dead Alive and Evil Dead stuff and Army of Darkness. I don't like it whenever they try to be funny in horror movies. You don't see like mainstream comedies having horror stuff in it. You don't watch those stupid American Pie movies to see somebody get their head chopped off. So keep the stupid comedies out of horror movies unless you know how to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Which, unfortunately, unless your name is Sam Raimi, you don't know how to do it right. All right, moving on.
He gets on the soapbox.
Yep.
Trying to think what else. I mean, this one, I think there's some interesting kills in this one too, because like when the sheriff gets bent in half,
Bent backwards and broken.
Yeah, that's
Leave a comment
different.
if you know what I mean by bent backwards and broken.
Brokeback Mountain.
It's a name of a song.
Okay.
Bent backwards and broken is the name of a song.
Okay.
Write down who sings it. Leave a comment on who does it. All right, moving on. Just giving people something to interact with.
I'm trying to think. I also like the two boys in this who are like the ones like real snarky. Like we're dead meat. Like
Yeah,
they're just
okay. That's a good example. Well, the girl's kind of annoying, but that's a good example of like kid actors that are okay. Those two are funny. The little blonde girl, she was kind of annoying.
Yeah. But I mean, those two just crack me up because like
that'd be you at that age.
Because they're like the one boy and the other boy when they're hiding. When Jason's there and they hear Megan scream, and he's like really dead meat. So, what did you want to be when you? I just laugh every time I see that.
I liked it too because the kids were kind of involved with it too.
Yeah.
You know, other than the beginning of the first one, you don't see kids.
Yeah, this was really the only one.
Well, the beginning of the first one because you see him sleeping.
Yeah, the
and when
camp.
she walks through, technically. But
yeah, but this is like the only time you really see.
Court, he's cool too. Yeah. He's kind of the douchey, but he's funny.
Well, he's just funny. What are you back here taking a dump?
Yeah, Nikki, she's cool. And this is the only one that doesn't have any nudity in it. Everybody talks about that too.
Oh,
which I think is cool because this is supposed to be like funny and part of the joke, and that's one of the things horror movies are known for is the naked chicks, and you're like, nah, we ain't gonna give you nothing. So I get the joke with that part. I think it's funny and it works for me because they go all out. It's like, yeah, you think you're gonna get that, but no. So it works. Although that part like with Nikki, she was supposed to, but there's a whole other story with that. So.
Well, I also like the sheriff's deputy with his red laser pointer.
Yeah, his mail order laser scope.
Yep.
Wherever the
red duck goes. Ya bang.
Yeah, you bang. It's like, okay, that's a little weird.
But I mean, overall,
Forest Green. I think it's funny how this is they changed the name, but whenever after this one it goes back, like that don't work. We're just going to call it Crystal.
Right, and
we're
like
losing too much business.
Forget
already. We don't need to lose more business
here.
by changing the name.
Yeah, forget the timeline with this too.
Why are you going on a damn?
I don't know. I get on about the timeline.
If you watch this,
so I mean, this is one I did enjoy as well. I mean,
yeah, this is fun. This is probably none of my top favorites because it's funny. Then you got Alice Cooper.
Yeah, I was gonna say Alice Cooper does the music for this.
Alice Cooper does well. He does. There's one song with her in the RV where he does it. He does like 3.
Teenage Frankenstein.
Yeah, he does that one. Hard Rock Summer, and he's back the man behind the mask. And then there's a different song from another band that's kind of cool. I forget what band they are, but yeah, you got Alice Cooper in this one. Here, the video's cool. Watch the video on YouTube of the man behind the mask, and then I think check out the video for Teenage Frankenstein too.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. Like I said, the cemetery guy who's drunk all the time. Hey, where'd the rogue go?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I like it. I mean, it's kind of weird where the supply thing, you know, the only way to stop Jason is to return to his original. I guess he got all this information that quick out of reading those books that he read, like those books he's reading in the truck thing. Like, he must have got all that information in that short time from reading those books. You know, that kind of thing.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, this is one that's enjoyable, though.
I like the part. It's going to be a hairy turd. And then
And his head's
put
between
your
her
head down.
legs.
He's like, anything you say. I do like that part. That part's
Yeah.
funny. And then whenever he's like down there, I always thought it was funny. I don't know if people saw this or not. But whenever the cop pulls her over, he goes, Megan, step out of the car. And he like lifts his head up from the top between your legs. And so it's like, he's in even more trouble because he probably thought he was doing something else to her in that car.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody figured that out, but that's what I
always thought about that
yeah,
too.
sure you did. But yeah, I mean, it's
Yes.
funny. I like her. I just love the part. She just doesn't question nothing. I don't know why. I think that's awesome and so much funny. Never once does she say, "Are you sure you're not making this
Yeah.
up? Are you sure Jason?"
Well, I think part of it is like the way her dad is with her, and I don't know if she's just trying to give a big old middle finger to him as well.
Where are you? I'll come pick you up. Carlo General something. I know this where it is. I'll see you in a little bit. Woo!
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think it's because her dad, the sheriff, is like goes on like, stay away from him. He's ill, and like she's like, "What did you take his temp?" Like she's very smart ashes.
Smart ashes.
Smart ass is. I can't even. She's much of a smart ass and
smart ass.
Oh my god, I can't fucking talk.
Smart ass, like groovy.
Yeah, she's a smart ass and she's snarky.
Yeah, she's funny. She's fun too. I like her.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like
she's fun.
That's why I said this is. If you're looking for like a little bit more of a, like you said, comedic with it. I mean,
but it works.
It works because I mean,
it's subtle because it's not like in your face. It's
well,
just
it's like even
wink,
the dude with glasses with the paint gun. When Jason comes and beheads those 3 people, and he sits there and unloads his whole paint gun into Jason's chest.
He does. He shoots him once.
I thought he shot him multiple. But anyways, he's kind of just standing there like, oh shit.
He shoots him one time with it. And
I still like, we're gonna need more body bags out here. Remember, they're talking because they found like the parts of the people, and
I think. Wait.
Oh, and by the way,
order up some body
bags or
you're
something.
Thinking like a whole supply of body bags. I think you're thinking of Rambo now.
No, I said like they're going.
A good supply of body bags. So we're talking about Rambo.
Yeah. Well, no, I was just thinking. I know they said something about body bags, and then this deputy's like, "Oh, by the way, happy the Friday the 13th."
Yeah, movie drop.
So
movie name. Yeah, Jason Lives. Yeah, they wanted to make sure they called it that so people would go see it. Not thinking that it was
and also remember how he comes back to life.
And what was that kind of a reference to?
Frankenstein.
Yeah, you didn't know that. You never saw that either until we watched it. Yeah, it's cool. It's funny. I mean, if they just left him in the grave, none of this would happen. Tommy would have been like, Tommy just showed up at the cemetery, looked at it, said Jason Voorhees, and he'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm sure he's dead. And then they leave and then the movie's over.
Nope.
That would have been funnier.
Nope, he lost his shit and dug him up.
Yep, see, he should have dug him up. Now, look, okay, I just noticed this too. Now, here, I'm going to make another complaint. Look at the back of this crap. Look at that picture of Jason. What's wrong with that Jason? Show it.
Oh.
What is it? You know.
It's Roy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's Roy.
They got 2 pictures from part 5 on that one, and they got a picture of part 6 on part 4. You dumbasses.
You can see because he's not zombie-ish.
You dumbasses.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, that's Roy.
See, it's pretty bad when you even know it, so there.
See, he's making fun of me. All right.
Oh, yeah, I forgot how much to do. Another part I like too, and then we'll wind up. The RV Rex, I like that stuff.
Oh, you like that?
And he pushes through the thing there. Yeah, I like that.
All right, so moving on to part 7, The New Blood.
Yeah, Jason versus Carrie.
That's what this was kind of supposed to be?
Yeah, they were going to do something like that with the towers or something like that.
Right.
That didn't work out for some reason.
So,
they're going to get the rights to it.
There's several characters I don't like in this movie.
I'm sorry. I'm silent because I'm thinking. I think is Eddie. Is another Eddie you're saying about. He was in. What was he in? What was he in? You don't know. Name 2 movies he was in. You don't know, do you?
No.
Leatherface, Chainsaw 3.
I didn't see that one that many times.
And a Living Dead remake.
Oh.
I stopped so you can move on.
Okay.
You don't like him?
No, he's fine. I don't like Melissa.
She's awesome.
I'm
pretty sure, too, again, don't make me look like disrespectful or a dumbass because of the stuff I've been talking about earlier. But I'm pretty sure, and if I'm wrong, I apologize, I'm pretty sure that she passed too.
Well, I think they mentioned that in that Crystal Lake Memories.
They do? I don't remember.
I am almost
I don't remember things
positive.
like that. because that's depressing to me. But I
Yeah.
like her. She was cool.
I thought we looked it up one time on IMDb or something to see.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's something else. I'm pretty sure I looked up something on IMDb or something one time, and it said, yeah, okay, maybe you heard this too. Leave a comment if you heard this. I heard on somewhere for the longest time that the woman that played Tommy Jarvis's mother in part 4 was dead. And then she came like out somewhere and did someone said, surprise, I'm not dead or something. So they screwed up on that. I heard that, and then I spun out. I heard something like that. So just because you hear it on something, don't mean it's true. But I'm pretty sure she.
What's that one
That's
quote?
the only reason why I say that, because you
Yeah.
never know. People say that.
But
they're dead.
I'm thinking they did mention it on there. I mean, I could be wrong because it's been a while since I did
I remember
watch
back in 2000 or 99 or 2000 for like a day or two, there was a rumor going around that Rodney Dangerfield died, and he didn't. Unfortunately, you know, another great one. Not to get off topic, but you know, just everybody makes mistakes, and you hear stuff, and it's like, oh, I thought that person was dead. And it's like, no, it was a mistake. So that's the only reason why I say double check and triple check all these, just so you know, I don't want to be that way. But that's the only reason why I say that. Okay, moving on from there. You don't like Melissa or whatever. I like her. She's hot. She's funny.
I don't know. I just don't like her.
I like her. If she wanted to use me to get at somebody, I'm like, all right.
Well, then too, the one girl, the geeky girl.
Well, she's annoying, but she's not in it. I mean, she's like, I don't know. She like tries too hard to get that.
Yeah,
that
and the one that plays the one that Melissa kind of like, the guy that Melissa likes.
Oh, he's the Star Wars Trek sci-fi geek or whatever. He's fine.
Well, he was on Days of Our Lives too. Kevin Spiritus.
There you go. There's a name from all the Friday the 13th from part 1 to now. Put a list of how many were actually in those things.
Well, no, it's just I always laugh because
I don't watch them. That's so you know, I don't know that because I don't watch.
Yeah,
that
well,
stuff.
no, I'm just
the only
saying
reason
that
I know because my grandmother watched that one and Jenny was in, and I was sitting at her house watching like, oh, it's a chick from Friday the 13th part 2. That's the only reason why I know that because she watched that stuff.
Well, I even remember because I don't really. Well, there's not a lot of soap operas.
And then Buffy was on All My Children because my mom watches that show.
Like,
I don't
watch soap operas now. I used to watch them a lot more whenever I was a teenager in college and everything. But I remember in Soap Opera Digest, every year around Halloween, they would do a story about different actors from the different soap operas that had made appearances in horror movies. So
yeah, well, there's one in part 8 too. We'll get to that one.
But yeah, I know who you're talking about.
All right, sorry to get off thing, but
so I mean, they say a lot of them either. They said it was like something they just did while they were doing the soap opera, or it was kind of like an early role for them.
But I don't watch those, just so you know. Oh, another thing, too, I'm pretty sure here, again, please double check all these. I'm pretty sure that just recently, within the past year, John Carl Bickler, the director of this one, he passed too. And he directed, what the hell was that? A prison or prisoner or prison. And I'm pretty sure one of the most awesome Jasons ever, right there. Who is it?
Kane Hodder.
Very good. I think he was in that. That's pretty fun. But yeah, I like Kane. Kane's cool. The only guy to play Jason more than once. We got to get to him too. Whenever we talk about that.
So like another character I didn't like in this one was Tina's doctor. He's a real
Bernie.
He's a real douche.
Bernie.
But I have to like, yeah, because he was in Weekend at Bernie's. But I mean, it was funny. I was watching an old.
He plays that good. He don't annoy me, but he plays that so good that you're like, oh, he's so evil,
good
but
at
you
it.
see him.
Yeah, well, because it's like what's funny is I was watching an old rerun of Night Court.
Was it Nick in a soap opera too, or no? Or am I thinking no? I don't watch this crap.
I don't know.
Well, you don't know. What's something you have to look up if the guy that played Nick was in one too. He looks like he'd be in one.
But the one that played her doctor, like I said, he came up as a news reporter, a sleazy news reporter or something on a couple episodes of Night Court, and he was like a total douche dick on there. So I mean, he's very good in that role.
Oh, sorry.
So because that's what my nephew said one time to me because I was saying about somebody that was playing a role. It was a guy on The Walking Dead. He was playing the role on the Punisher Netflix series.
What does this have to do with Friday the 13th?
Well, I'm just saying how sometimes Zach just made this comment, and I said, "Oh my God, I didn't like him on Walking Dead because he was an asshole." And Zach goes, "He was acting." And I'm like, yeah, that's true.
Well, some people act. I mean, I'm sure those people in new movies are acting, but they're insufferably. Well, that's why I said I don't know I said the characters. They might be awesome in real life, but the characters they play are horrible.
So,
That's
I'm
what I
trying to
mean.
think what was all in this. Like, I remember some of this. Tina has these
Yeah,
psychic power. I don't know if it's
yeah, that was weird.
telekinesis or
I thought that was
whatever,
kind of weird.
or
I think maybe,
she sees what images.
yeah, for
She
Jason
killed her
or
dad.
yeah.
Tries to raise her dad. It's just this
It's
whole.
like, yeah, who the hell would leave his corpse in the lake for 10 years after he
Right.
died?
Well, because I was at the end. It's like he comes up out of there, and it's like, damn, he looks good
That's
for being
stupid.
in there.
That's
But didn't
stupid.
you
I
say
hate
there
that
was
ending. That's
another
dumb.
shot where they had it
A
more
zombie.
zombified?
And some woman or whatever, costume designer didn't like it. No matter what they did, it was dumb.
Yeah, I mean,
And I don't know. I think they kind of only maybe had this because, I mean, honestly, I think like, how are we going to bring Jason back after he drowned with? Like,
right.
how else would they maybe have brought him back when he's chained under there with the rock and with the rock holding him
Yeah.
under? How do you bring him back? How do you possibly? What other kind of way could you bring him back? And they're like, shit, I don't know. Some psychic chick brings him. That might have been what was going through their head. I think,
Hmm.
but I mean, it's fine. You just got to watch it, enjoy it. I
It's
like
one of
this one
these
a
ones
lot.
you could take it or leave it.
No, it could have been one of my favorites, but like I said, it was edited badly. Like they chopped all the good stuff out of it. I like the skinny dipping chick. She was cool. You remember that part whenever Jason drowns her and all that.
Hmm.
And then that one other chick, Elizabeth Caton or Catan. I'm not sorry. I don't know exactly how to pronounce her name. I like her. She was cool. She was in other stuff too. Who else was there that was cool or not cool? Like I said, I mean, I like Melissa. I think she's funny. She don't bother me. I
I
think
mean,
she's
like
cool.
you said, though, she's acting.
But I like the character. It's like, yeah, but she's not loud. I think that's what it is. None of these ones, yeah, okay. Maybe I think that might be what it is. None of the ones that are annoying, they're not loudly annoying. Like ones that yell and are like, they're just like they like, hi, Melissa. Yeah, you like him? Oh no. She has that quiet quiet snooty, and it's just kind of funny. I
Yeah.
think. But
And I mean, even at times, I think even Tina gets on my
yeah, she's a
nerves.
little annoying whenever she starts whining about
And but I
stuff.
mean, it's one of these ones
Like,
like I would watch. I'll watch it.
yeah, I
It's not
like it.
like one. It's like,
We'll
oh,
start. We'll be getting soon to the drop off point, in my opinion. But yeah, I like this. This is great. I mean, Jason looks cool. I like his the way he looks in this one. How he has every battle wound from all the other ones. The axe, the boat messing up his. Yeah, you forgot to mention the boat thing in part 6.
yeah,
Whenever his mask gets messed up, he has the chain. He has all the battle wounds and the stuff like that from the past, right? So they did get the continuity right on the look of Jason in this one. I mean, I'll give them that.
right.
They didn't bother fixing him up or having him get a new outfit or something. But yeah, I like it. I mean, and when Melissa gets killed, I do like that part whenever she gets the axe to the head. And I do like how they saved her for last. She like disappears halfway through the
Yeah.
movie. What the hell is she doing? And she pops up at the end with Nick. It's like, what are you doing?
I'm looking. Since we don't have this one, I needed the year,
Sorry. What
so
one?
I'm not going to get to it because
Well, we're not there yet.
yeah, I know. But I was looking it up while you were
But
talking.
I like people are gonna be bored looking at you looking at a phone. At least do something funny or whatever. But yeah, but I mean, I always wonder like where did she go all that time? Like she just you think you almost forget like oh yeah she's still around. You
It's like,
kind of
oh
forget
shit,
about
she's
her.
still alive.
Yeah, I think it's cool how they saved her to the end there though. But yeah, another thing I kind of didn't like. I mean, it's fine, but towards the later on ones like the survivor girl let her guy kind of live. If you
Hmm.
kind of noticed that kind of started like this one.
Well, what about Tommy?
Well,
And
yeah, but that's I don't want to
because I
see.
mean, it's like Tommy's there, and then Megan.
Yeah, I don't want to see Tommy get killed. I don't want to see his character die off. But I mean, like this one here, I think maybe that would have been more impactful if Nick would have maybe disappeared, like in part 2, like what happened to something like that,
With Paul, was just like,
or if they'd have killed him off, that would have been cool.
yeah. Well, that's around the time that they started kind of keeping.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's because I want to see more.
Well, would you say that's officially the first one where it's a guy and a girl standing, or would you consider part 6 because it's Megan and Tommy?
Well, probably yeah. Well,
But I
it
mean,
could be
it's
part
Tom,
5, but they're not together.
right? But I mean, it's like,
Boyfriend, girlfriend. That's probably because she likes
but it's
it.
like, well,
They're
technically,
together.
but it's like, okay, do you technically count 5 as a Jason, because technically it's not Jason.
Well, at the end of part 5, does Jason possess Tommy because he sees him there and his body
Right.
disappears?
But I mean, I'm just saying, though, because can you really count that as. And plus, Reggie lives. So, I mean, you have 3.
I would kind of more this one because it's those 2 and they're kind of.
So you would start it at 7.
Yeah,
because it's after the Tommy trilogy.
Yeah, because the other one's kind of, weird and all that kind of stuff. Part 5 was just weird anyhow. And some people say that whole movie was a dream and never happened, but some people say that all that movie happened in Tommy's head. I don't know. I don't care, but I've heard that.
Oh, it's kind of like with the whole Bobby Ewing on Dallas, and it was all a dream. I know you have no clue what I'm talking about.
All right, on that note, go to 8.
All right, so
Sheesh.
Friday the 13th, Part 8.
This is kind of...
Jason Takes Vancouver.
Well, everybody calls it that. But.
I know. Jason Takes Manhattan. So this is 1989.
First one I saw at the theater.
This one?
Yeah, because nobody would go over to the theater to see this stuff with me, so whatever.
So I can honestly say this is not one of my favorites.
That's when it goes down. I like part 5 better than that one, actually.
So,
it's okay. I thought I hated that one, but that's cool compared to the next one. But
I like one of the characters. Scott Reeves plays one of the main male leads,
and he was in something.
Young and the Restless, and he was on something else.
You say so?
So, he was the last man standing in this one, and then what's the chick's name?
Rennie.
I knew. I
don't. This is.
Yeah, I knew it was an odd. It was an odd name. I mean, I don't.
The dog sucks too.
Well, Kelly Hughes in this too. I think that's her name.
Yeah, she's fine.
And she's been in.
I think this is her first movie, but
yeah, and she was in the Scorpion King.
And everything too. The dog's. I don't like the dog in this one that much. This dog ain't got nothing on the mustard.
You like your muffin.
Oh, all right, we'll leave it open. We'll leave that open.
I mean, like this one. Well, you like the one guitar chick in this one,
yeah,
too.
That was she would have gotten killed so quick. I wish she would have been like the one of the main leads.
I mean, there's. Cool. I always laugh at this one though too, because it's like when the boat sinks, only like 5 of them escape, and it's like, what happened to everybody else? Because not that many people got killed on the boat.
Yeah, they did. They say they left them in the restaurant, and they said there's no more restaurants.
Oh, that's right.
You see, you didn't know that.
I forgot. No, because I think I've said that every time we watch that, and you said
that's why they get rid of everybody.
Yeah, but meanwhile, you don't really even know how many people are on the boat.
They don't really show.
Because they only show, the same 12 people until they start killing them off.
Yeah, and the boat's actually smaller than it's supposed to be.
And then, too, it's like the big discussion is, how does a boat get from a lake into an ocean up to New York?
And then you have the dude at the beginning who gets his mask. He just happened to have Jason's mask with the crack in at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, dude, where did you get that? Did they have that crap at, Walmart back then? Or is there a Walmart at Crystal Lake you could go buy Jason masks?
Who knows?
You haven't showed the sickle after I gave it to you. You got to show the sickle.
Yeah.
He doesn't use it, but you show it. I went to the trouble to get it. You can show it.
Bob was getting all his fun toys out, so he had something. And meanwhile, all I've been doing is sitting here fiddling with the stuff.
The mask. You're not even playing with the head. You didn't even grab the arm and show, ooh, look at the body
there?
parts.
See?
Yeah,
look at all the nice body parts. Can you tell what we do in our spare time?
Nothing.
Yeah, so I mean, probably the best scene in this movie is the dude when he's boxing Jason.
Everybody likes that.
And Jason smacks his head off and
smack it. He punches
it off. Well,
there's a difference between a smack and a punch. If you don't know, then that's bad.
So I mean, that's the memorable scene from this movie. Like the way Jason gets, I don't know if you even want to say killed or taken care of.
It's the end.
Yeah, with the sewer. Because I think actually I saw part of this too before I ever watched the whole thing.
Yeah, if you live in New York and you're watching this, do the sewers fill up with toxic waste every night?
Yeah, really. And then it comes back and he's a kid, and it's like.
I thought maybe she was just cuckoo and then saw that, but
I don't know. It just. I also like the part when they're in Times Square or whatever, and the dudes are listening to the music, and Jason walks through and kicks the boombox.
The 2 days that they were allowed to film there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess originally the person directing this had these big plans, but the budget wasn't
it would have been awesome if he'd have been able to do what he did. Yeah,
right.
The boxing in Madison Square Garden, they were going to have something. That was supposed to be the boxing scene was supposed to be at Madison Square Garden, and they were supposed to have a thing at the what's that bridge called? The Brooklyn Bridge or
Mhm.
something. They're supposed to be seen there. There's supposed to be something on the Empire State Building. They were supposed to do all kinds of scenes there, but it ended up costing too much, which is stupid. I don't know why it costs so much to film. Just go and film. Who cares?
Well, it's just whenever you're filming, you have to pay certain things and pay
No, you
certain.
don't. No one do it. They didn't do it. Terminator.
Well,
To get back on Terminator, I saw that they said we don't have film permits. Just film and get the hell out of here. That's what I. That's the way I would film shit, man. Like, okay, man. Okay, how long does it take? Where's the police station? Okay, it's 5 miles down the road. How long does it take to get here? New York, probably an hour. Okay, we got an hour to film and do this and get out of here. That's the way I will be filming. Film that
yeah.
shit and
So,
leave.
I mean, honestly, I really don't have a lot to say about this one.
I mean,
Other
I like
than
the chick that tries to get a good grade because she flirts with
yeah, I don't
the
like.
what the hell, Tamara or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
she was cool.
Rins, whatever her name
She
is,
was. I did
uncle,
like her. I like her. She's kind of that snooty, like
like
yeah,
Melissa.
yeah. Her and Melissa, yeah, that'd be awesome. Two chicks like
So,
those two.
yeah, I mean, like I said, there's really
And
not
the
a.
crazy Ralph ripoff guy that was on the ship. He basically he was just the crazy Ralph part two.
So I
I know
don't
you
even
don't know
remember
who I'm
that
talking.
part.
See, whatever.
Yeah, so like I said, there's really not a whole heck of a lot to say about that one.
Well, Kane Hodder's back.
Well, yeah, I mean, he does.
Jason looks different. I mean, his outfit looks different. He doesn't have the rib cage showing and his bones. And I mean, I understand the whole mask thing because his mask ripped. I just want to know where that dude got the Jason mask. I mean, I'm just curious. I mean, I understand the third one. I mean, Shelley brought it as a prop thing, but he brought that to screw with everybody and scare people, right? He had a reason, kind of, to bring that to put it on. I'm going to
Right.
scare people. So this person intentionally was going to go on a boat with a hot chick and be like, "I'm going to put on a hockey mask and scare her." It's like, dude, what the hell
Well,
is your
maybe
problem?
that's a kink she gets off on.
I don't think so. She seemed kind of pissed off about it to me. It's like if she liked that, she'd be like, "Oh, that was so hot. You scared me like that." Yeah, but she didn't react like that. It's like, dude, why are you acting like such an idiot? It's like, why would you even? I bring up. She's into that kind of stuff. I can think of other things to bring for her if she was into like that. But all right, I don't really have. Oh, the dude, the one who played her uncle, he was kind of a dick, but he's a
Yeah.
cool dick. I like him. He's just funny. I don't know. I just thought because he was like, I just thought he was cool.
So moving on.
Yeah, I think I kind of. I like the part whenever he picks up. I'm not going to say what it is. Other people can see it. Leave the comments if they know what I mean. But when Jason smashes goes into the restaurant thing, he picks up a dude and smashes him through the window. Leave a comment if you kind of know what I'm talking about, like why, like what that kind of represents. And if you're right, I'll tell you. And if you're not, then I'll tell you.
Meanwhile,
right.
he doesn't check the comments. I do.
Well, yeah. If you do it, then check comments.
Okay, so going forward to 1993.
And you can tell I don't like this one because I don't even.
Yeah, Bob doesn't even have this one.
I think I have it on video somewhere, like I taped up with Cinemax or something.
So I pulled it up on my phone just to show it to you guys.
I mean, it's kind of a cool picture, but
Jason Goes to Hell.
What is it called?
Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday.
Well, it kind of was until the remake because technically it isn't Friday.
Yeah.
They didn't use that Friday the 13th.
So this one,
I thought Part 8 sucked the first one I saw it, but Part 8 is like really cool compared to this one. I don't like this one. If it had been the effects are cool. I mean, there's some cool gore effects in there.
Mm-hmm.
I like some of the stuff that happens in it, but I don't like it as a Friday the 13th movie. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of.
I don't like it. It's The Hidden. Have you ever saw it? But the first time I saw this movie, even back then, I watched this movie. I'm like, okay, if this could have been The Hidden Part 3, and it would have worked better for me. But it's called, I'm watching the movie. I'm like, this is The Hidden.
Sorry, I'm trying to look ahead.
What are you doing?
Something.
Don't look. You're one thing at a time.
Yeah, I mean, I think originally when I watched this, I was like, oh, I don't mind it. But the more I've seen it, the more I'm not overly crazy about it.
I don't like it. I watched it a few times. I can't get past it. I mean, it's the dude that we talked about, the Friday the 13th series. That dude who is in the series is in this.
Yeah, I remember you saying about that. He plays the main male lead in the series.
The chick's fine, the main girl.
I like the Hunter guy.
The what?
The African American.
What did you say?
Hunter.
Oh, his name's not Hunter.
No, I said the hunter guy. I can't remember his
Creighton
name.
Duke. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I
Stephen
like
Williams, I
him,
think
but
his
I've
name
seen he's played on Supernatural a little bit and some other things.
is. Yeah, we go
So
into that now.
yeah,
Yeah, I like him. Stephen Williams, I think is his name. He was
I
a
can't
good actor.
remember.
I like to see some about him. Maybe we should have been more about him.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
I
kind
was
of
more
like
interested in his character than anybody
all of a
else in the
sudden out of
movie.
the blue, Jason has a sister.
This is the one where kind of all the characters suck. I mean, Steven was okay. He's fine. He's a dorky. He's fine. The one that played his girl, she was cool. I mean, she was nice to look at and all. And then Creighton Duke, he was cool. But I mean, everybody else was just, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's just like didn't make any sense because it was at this point all of a sudden.
I like the chick in the tent.
It's
Whatever
like
her
all of
name
a
is.
sudden, like, okay, Jason
Whatever her
has
name
this
is.
other family that's never come up in the other movies. And if he can possess a family member, a blood family member's body, he can come back.
That's stupid.
It's like, what the fuck?
Stupid.
I mean, that's literally all you can say with this. I like the people at the restaurant though. The woman. Whenever they're trying about
Her name Joey or something.
I can't remember, but she's kind of funny because I like the part where
right.
they're trying to protect the one girl's excuse me baby.
Maybe she gets her face smashed in.
And they're like, no, you're not taking that sweet child. And she's just funny.
Yeah.
With that. I mean, just little things like that. But I mean,
they weren't really around long enough to get to really know them or that they were kind of
well, I think it's just, that part's just funny with all that. And then she's like, they're selling the Jason burgers and all that crap.
Part
But,
when he's reborn was kind of funny how he was reborn.
Yeah.
Really...
Which the actress that played his sister was kind of not real happy with the way that went down.
If
but
you
I
didn't
mean,
know that was coming, you'd be like, oh,
yeah,
wow.
which she didn't.
But nah, yeah, this is the off the jump the shark or nuke the fridge moment for me. Was part 9. I can still watch part 8 and get some enjoyment out of it, but this one here, as much as I've seen it, I just can't really get into it unless you just watch the beginning of it until he gets blown up, watch the part, the chick in the tent, and then skip to the end.
What, when Freddy's hand comes up?
And no, when Jason's reborn and he beats the crap out of Steven and the thing, and then she stabs him and all that. Yeah,
See, I mean, it's like, I know I've watched this, but I don't remember much of it. Oh, what about the girl, her douchey boyfriend that's the television guy or something?
I liked him because he just, to me, it's like, yeah, that's probably the way those newscaster people really are. So he's just playing a typical, probably a fake newscaster, staging the news and putting props up to make it look better, like they do in real life.
You can tell how Bob feels about the news.
Because they do that. They exaggerate stuff. But yeah, but that's why it's funny because, yeah, that's probably where they would be in real life, so he plays the part convincingly.
Yeah. So, like I said, like 8 and 9, there's really not a whole heck of a lot to say.
And then we get to part 10.
Yeah, which I thought we had this, but you didn't grab it.
I don't feel like looking. If I do, I don't feel like looking for it.
So 2001, Jason X. I actually forgot about this one.
Yeah, that's how much. I don't know if I had it or not. It used to be on Stars all the time.
I bought it, but
I don't know. I like the android chick. She's kind of funny. And that's about. And the one main chick, she's all right.
You don't like Uber Jason?
See, it's all right. It's just kind of. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of whenever they put people in space unless they're supposed to.
Well, I think that's just when they're out of ideas.
When you're out of ideas, you put them in space. Yeah,
I mean, that's just because you have Leprechaun in space.
I'm not a big fan of those either. So,
well, I don't know how much you can say about Critters because Critters.
They're supposed to be. They're from outer space,
but I thought
to be in space.
But I thought one of the Critters they did it completely in space or something.
4, I think.
I think I only saw 1 and 2. So.
Well, yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. I mean, you like the scene though where they kind of do the hologram thing. The 2
chicks with the sleeping bag. Yeah, you didn't mention the sleeping bag scene in part 7 either, which was
I forgot about that. But they kind of reenact that in
I like that.
This one.
They take a thought. You want to smoke some pot
and have premarital sex, and it's just so funny because it's just like
I get the joke.
Yeah, it's
the scene's cool. Just watch that scene. You don't even have to listen to it. Put it on mute and watch that scene.
Yeah. I'm trying to even think because it's like I know I've watched this. I like the one security guy. the one African American. I'm going African American.
I don't
I can't
remember. This
remember
isn't
his
one that I
name,
like.
but he's like one of the, because he's the one that gets Jason off their escape pod at the end and basically rides him back to Earth
Oh,
2
yeah,
or
he was a
whatever.
security guard?
He
Okay.
was a security
Yeah, I don't remember what he
something.
was. Yeah, he was cool.
But I mean, I liked his character
I thought you meant
too.
like security guard. Like
No, I said, I think secure. I don't remember what I
you
said.
said security guard. If you don't
Oh.
remember, you'll have to look back.
We'll watch it and find out, and then he'll point out to me when he's watches. Told you you said that.
Exactly.
So,
And the ending's kind of Earth 2 and the mask.
or yeah, and then they're
I'm
like,
glad they didn't continue, and I hope they don't continue with that.
right. So I mean, like I
that.
said, it's like I know I've watched this, but I can't even remember a
Yeah.
lot of, minus those few things I brought up.
Yeah, that's the last time you'll see good old Kane too.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
yeah. He wanted to come back for the next one we're going to talk about, but it didn't.
and that's too why I
Yeah.
kind of just didn't like
So
it.
we were
He wanted to do it. That's okay. That's the first thing I'm gonna talk about.
Yeah, we were
He
debating.
wanted to do it.
We were
wanted to come
debating
back.
on
They didn't
doing
want him.
this on here with this one. And I said, oh, why not? It's part of the series. And I'm trying to look and see when this came out, but I don't.
I have it because I think you got it before I saw it. It was one of the things.
Yeah,
that
I
you bought
don't
it before I
remember.
watched it. That was before you got Netflix. The year's probably on the back of it.
I can't see it because the way it's reflecting.
Just give me the
So Freddy
damn
versus
thing.
Jason.
Yes. Like I said, first thing, Kane wanted to do it. They were like, no. So I'm like,
no, the director didn't want
Yeah.
him.
The director didn't want it or whatever. So I was like, piss off. You don't want. I mean, at least they got Robert Englund. I mean,
Right.
I mean, you got. If Kane, why wouldn't you know what? If he wants to do it, let him do it. I would let him do it. If I ever made a movie, he could be in it. I don't care if he's sitting on the toilet taking a dump. Kane Hodder can be in my movie. I don't care if he walks down the street with a puppy dog in his hands. I don't care. He can do whatever he wants to do in my movie if I made, as far as I'm concerned.
So, I mean, it was like, you can't have a Nightmare on Elm Street without Robert Englund.
Yeah, they did that and they screwed it up.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was good with that regard. And then I thought I had read, and
MMIV, whatever the hell year that is.
you know what? I'm going to check.
No, it says it right here. It's stupid Roman numerals. Copyright MMIV. Isn't that like 2004 or some crap like that?
That's what I'm thinking.
We were born
2003.
Well, it's the DVD may have came out.
Yeah, 2000.
Who cares?
So, I mean, at least they did that. Whenever they were talking about making this movie, and I swear I read this somewhere.
Some people like it, some people don't.
And
it's
I was
just kind of
talking to some people about it, like we were talking about it. And originally I thought I read somewhere that they were supposed to bring back Tommy Jarvis in here with this one.
Yeah, you told me that. I'm like, what the hell? Tommy ain't in this.
Well, no, that he was supposed to somehow find out about Freddy bringing Jason back, but then it was totally not that story at all.
I mean, I don't hate this, just to be perfectly clear. It's fine. It's better than Jason Goes to Hell. I don't know where it is on part 8. Maybe equal to that or something. I really don't know. It's better than Jason Goes to Hell, that's for sure.
Well, you don't like a lot of the characters in this one either.
I don't remember. I'm sorry. This is, like I said, I know my Friday is up to part 8 pretty much, but after that, it's kind of when, like I said, they nuked
Well, I just remember the one big story is the main female character, her mother was killed, and her boyfriend saw her dad do it, and then he was like put away in some institute that her dad worked, and then it came out that it was Freddy that did it.
Oh, who's that one? I hate that annoying. I hate that annoying bitch. The one that's in that band. Not the character.
The one from Destiny's Child.
She might be fine in real life. I don't mean it like that. But she was just so stupid and annoying.
I'm drawing a total blank on her name right now.
And the part whenever they ripped her nose off, that she dreamt that. So it's like, shouldn't her nose be off in real life?
You like the drunk party chick, the one her Jason kills and after they have sex, and then she gets killed in the field.
Oh yeah, I think I remember.
I can't remember her name, or I can't remember character names. I mean, I've watched. It's like watching it. And I mean, some of it. I mean, like I said, if they wouldn't have gotten Robert Englund back, I think it would have been.
Oh, it would have been
worse.
Yes, that's the only saving of this kind of. So they asked what's your face, Betsy Palmer, to do that. She's like, no, I'm not coming back to do this.
Yeah, so they got somebody else.
I didn't care for that too much.
Yeah.
This is the part whenever Jason's on fire, going through hacking people.
Oh, that's the other thing you hate too, that Jason's afraid of water in this. Remember?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, it
Why?
just hit me.
That doesn't make any damn
Yeah,
sense.
it's like all of a
He's in
sudden.
water in almost every single
Yeah,
one, if you think about it.
that was one
It
thing I
doesn't rain
remember.
in part 3, I think, is the only one where it does not rain. But he's not afraid of water. He voluntarily goes in water. He drowns people in
Yeah,
water.
so all
He
this.
walks in the water out to Tommy Jarvis on his boat.
Yeah, so I mean,
He
it's
ain't
like all of
afraid
a
of
sudden
water.
this one, water is Jason's kryptonite, and I remember
It's stupid.
Bob was like, "What the hell is this?"
I'm sorry, that bothers me because that makes no sense. Does it? Why does I can see why Freddy Krueger might be afraid of fire.
Right.
You know,
It
because that's how he died,
makes
and he burned
sense.
up, and he didn't voluntarily. I mean, he got caught on fire.
I mean, yeah, I can see.
He didn't voluntarily say, "I will be in flames for you." He didn't voluntarily walk into a flaming
Right.
thing. You know, Jason
And
walked
I
in the
mean,
water.
I don't know if they were hearkening back to the fact that Jason drowned, but it's not brought up in any of the other 10 movies that he's afraid of water.
No.
So it's like all of a sudden in Freddy versus Jason, he's afraid of water.
I don't like that. That's stupid. It doesn't make. I can't get past that because explain. Maybe okay. Explain to me. Not you, but movie. Explain to me why. Show me why all this time he's all of a sudden. Maybe something happened. What are you doing?
Waving at Molly.
Maybe something happened or whatever between the last ones that made him afraid of water. I don't know. Maybe he drank poison water and got sick or something. Just do something.
I just remember that was like your big.
Maybe he was taking a dump when he got stuck in the toilet and water shot up his ass while he was taking a dump or something. Maybe that's why he's. But show me something why he's afraid of water. Otherwise, he has no reason to be.
And then I know you get pissy with the ending too because who technically won.
Pick a side. I don't care if you make anybody mad or not. Pick a side. I don't care. I don't care who it was. As long as it was somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a bigger Jason fan.
I mean,
probably,
I think that was a little.
I don't care.
I think it was a little bit of a cop out.
I wouldn't have ended it like that. I'd have picked the winner.
And I know after that they were talking about making more movies with the verses, but they haven't done that since.
Probably because that's kind of done now. They're making remakes.
Well, I know at one point they were talking about doing a Freddy
They're making PG-13 horror movies now.
So. Well, they were going to do Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. They were talking about that.
There was a comic book, wasn't there?
There was a comic book, but I think they were also talking about making
Chucky versus Leprechaun.
Yeah, they were talking
Critters
about
versus Gremlins. That'd have been funny.
Yeah, so they were talking about that with all that, but like I said,
Terminator versus Commando.
Yeah, and Arnold playing dual roles.
That'd be kind of funny.
So
Rocky versus Rambo.
To wrap up this,
I know nothing about this. I saw
Bob has it, but he wasn't able to find it before. I'm trying to pull it up. It was kind of a dark picture.
Is
the Friday the 13th remake, which we kind of made reference to a little earlier on.
Meh.
Whoops.
It's not the worst remake
came out
ever.
in
It's better than Nightmare
2009.
Remake. Better than Nightmare Remake.
I think I only watched it once, in all honesty.
I don't remember.
And one of the main reasons I wanted to watch it was because of Jared Padalecki playing in it from.
You don't watch it because the movie's good
Supernatural. Well, actually, the one who played his sister used to be on a show I watched called The Mentalist. I can't remember the actress's name.
I don't know.
But I just remember everybody but them gets killed. Because then we count that there was.
The ending is kind of like one of them. Bleh, like, really, you're going to do that crap?
I don't even remember because I thought at one point we counted that there was 13 kills.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Like I said, if this came out in 2009, so it probably came out on DVD or Blu-ray in probably 2010, and that's probably the last time I watched it.
I don't know. I'm still looking at this here.
I mean, honestly, I couldn't tell you much of what happens. I just remember the one girl, her boyfriend was a major dick, and I think he gets killed first, if I'm remembering.
Everybody in this movie sucks, like I said, except this character is fine, that other guy, but every character is horrible. Every single one.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is another one. Like, I don't think I can really say much about it, because like I said, I think I've only watched it once.
I think it's an example of that. You have rotten characters, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah. Well, plus it was a weird storyline, too, because, like, Jared Padalecki's sister, he kidnaps her, and I don't even know how long he has her.
Why? He never does that. He kills people.
Well, did he kill her boyfriend and then keep her? And I don't know. I don't even remember.
That's what I don't like about it. That's not a J. If they're trying to start over, everybody knows who it is. I don't care if you're making this up. Everybody's going to know who Jason is.
Right.
You make a remake, everybody is going to compare it to others because it's been
And
so long.
technically, it wouldn't be a remake of the first Friday the 13th because that's not Jason as the killer.
No.
So this, if you want to get technical, and I mean, he flat out has the hockey mask. I would say it's a
He
remake
does
of
have the
part.
sack. He has a tater sack on.
Does he?
Right?
I thought he had the hockey. See, I don't
Not the whole
even.
way through. See, I remember more of it than you do. But
Well, you've watched it more than I
he has
have.
the thing on there for a little bit of it.
Okay, so you might as well say it's a remake of part 2.
Yeah, well, it could be a remake of a couple. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not into it. It's just I don't like remakes in general.
Even though his animatronic Jason is technically from the remake.
I thought it was.
Oh, let me show you guys something awesome here too, if I can find it.
Look at this picture back here. It's from Freddy versus Jason, you dipweed.
Oh, Freddy versus Jason.
Look,
Sorry.
Look, no, grab it, look, and show it because you need to know this stuff.
Well, not that it's a very good picture.
No, but you can.
Yeah, you can see the coat.
See the coat and
yeah.
the machete. It's just like that.
Okay.
So there.
See, he loves
yes.
correcting me.
I only correct people when they're wrong, and what's wrong with that?
Which, according to him, I'm wrong all the time.
Not all the time, most of the time. Movies you're wrong about.
Yeah, but I want to
get the names
let me
wrong.
see if I can find
sequels wrong. You get the actors who played.
Oh, here, let me see if I can get this. I actually
watch what you're showing because it might be copyright stuff or whatever.
No, I was going to show your Jason.
Well, I'm not in it, am I?
No, I took a different one.
Do not show me. Let me see it. Let me see.
So that's actually the Jason. He doesn't have his machete in his hand though at this point, but this is literally what's in the corner of my living room.
If you can see it, it's still in the same spot.
Yeah, it is technically in the same spot still. I was actually looking for something else, but
that's fine. Don't show any more pictures. You're going to show something that I don't want to see.
No, I was going to show them. For Bob's birthday the one year, it fell on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, just don't show me.
I'm not. I didn't take any pictures of you with this.
I didn't know if you did or not.
So I decided I wanted to get him a cake.
And you used the picture from the remake, but that's okay.
That was the only one I could find I liked.
It was cool because I appreciate
Well, no, I think I sent the girl a couple, and she said this was the only one that printed correctly. But I had it's from the remake. I didn't realize it till after the fact, and like I said, his birthday fell on Friday the 13th, so I threw a surprise party. But I had someone make this cake with the Friday with Jason mask on it, and it says, "Yeah, happy birthday, Bob. Hope it's killer." So
I liked it. The cake was good. I thought that was cool. That was fun. But
so yeah, I mean, like I said, he's a big fan, so I couldn't pass up the opportunity when his birthday actually fell on Friday the 13th not to.
My birthday has been on Friday the 13th a few times.
Well, I think I was maybe the.
Then I turned 13.
Yeah, well, yeah,
that was awesome. That was like
yeah, I remember.
Not that anybody cares, but I thought it was cool.
But yeah, that was one of the. I don't know if you hit a Friday the 13th before that or not, but it was just at that point I was just like, oh my god, yeah, I so have to do this.
I did Friday 13th. I turned 13. How could you have timed that?
Yeah, well, you couldn't.
I was 12, and then I was 13, and I thought that was
okay. Cool. Before I wrap this up, too, I'm going to share another funny story with you guys regarding the name Jason. I was at our one local gas station one day, and it was a Friday the 13th, and I was talking to the cashier as I was getting rung out, and I was joking about Happy Friday the 13th, and she started laughing. She goes, "Oh yeah, I named my son Jason, and he was born on the 13th, and this was before the movie came out." So I just started laughing. I'm like, "Oh my god, what are the chances?" But I'm
sure there's lots of people named Jason who might have been born on Friday.
Well, no, I just thought it was just funny because I was like, I never heard, I never personally came across that before. Yep. But I mean, honestly, can any of you out there see, I don't know if I want to say hear or imagine if Jason wasn't called Jason?
That he'd be called Michael or Freddie or...
No, I'm just saying for Jason, like, can you see him being called
Steve
or Richard
Skippy.
Or Joey?
Seth. There you go. His name should have been Seth Voorhees. That would have been funny.
It's kind of funny, like, whenever I guess I'm going on whenever you hear about certain actors that were picked for a role and then they turned it down and it went to somebody else.
Which almost all the time was for the better.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like, can you see Jason being called by a different name? Do you think it would have carried the same weight? No, I think I said Joey.
He was supposed to be Josh.
I thought I heard that.
Joey.
Yeah, I just picked Joey.
I think we talked
Oh,
about it.
Muhammad.
All right, I think we're good.
Okay. This
We'll wrap it
went
up.
way longer than I planned, but it
Did
is
it
for...
screw up, did it?
Hopefully not.
Well, better not.
Otherwise...
We're not doing this again, so you have to deal with the
So,
screw-ups.
let me guys know how you're feeling about this. Like I said, it's something we were talking about for a while, so we're going to experiment with it.
We'll do more,
Hopefully
maybe.
not go this long, but I think we just had a lot to say about certain ones and not so much about other ones. So,
Watch it in parts.
yeah, watch it in parts. Enjoy it. So, anyways, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, bell icon so you know when I post new content. Stay tuned for more videos with Bluto. He's on a break right now. Share the page. I would greatly appreciate it. Check out my other page, Carrie Doll Game Toys and More. I almost forgot it. So check out over there. Check here. We'll see how this goes. Bob, do you have anything you want to say before we sound?
Oh, hope you liked it. Hope it worked. Hope it doesn't screw up and be all glitchy. And
Yeah, my computer's being a
Your
pain.
computer's horrible.
My computer's being a
It
pain.
works
So
good.
that's it. We'll see you guys
Bye.
later. Bye. Yeah, hour and 50.
Seriously. You should probably maybe cut this into 2 parts, like upload. I don't know, maybe
What the hell? I hit stop and it's still recording.
Well, make sure you edit